Hello, good evening. I'm sorry I'm late. I had a little technical problem. Good evening, everyone. Say hi to me so I know that you're here. Say hello. Hello, good to see you. We're going to be talking about something. Hi, let's go. We're going to be talking about, I was thinking, this week I was thinking about something that I did many years ago. And I wanted to talk to you about this thing that I did and explain to you how this is very much connected to learning English. Okay, so pay attention. It's going to be a bit crazy, and I hope that you understand what I'm trying to say. I hope it's going to be inspiring, but also very truthful, very honest, okay, so that I can help you. Because the only way for me to help you is being honest with you and telling you really how things are straight up. Listen to this. It's actually a very interesting thing to say. Saying things to you and telling you how things are straight up. Straight up is telling you exactly how it is without making it better, without, kind of making it super nice and acceptable, just being straight and telling you straight up what it is, okay? Listen to this story. Back in 2009, a long time ago, I'm going to look at the camera. I'm going to read your comments in a minute because I get very distracted, okay? Back in 2009, I wanted to start playing the guitar. I really wanted to learn to play the guitar. Okay, I really wanted to learn to play the guitar, the acoustic guitar, because I like singing and because I thought it would be very nice for me to play the guitar, because if I played the guitar, I could play and sing at the same time. So I hired a private teacher, and this teacher was amazing. And he used to come to my house and teach me to play guitar in London. It's a long time ago. And he was a Brazilian teacher, because I'm Brazilian, I like Brazilian people. And he used to come to my house and teach me to play guitar. And I remember that I still have my guitar. Okay, I still have my guitar. And I remember how difficult it was for me to learn to play the guitar. It was extremely hard. It wasn't something that came naturally to me. For some people, they pick up the guitar, and especially with a private teacher, someone teaching you personally, they pick up the guitar and before you know it, they're playing a song and it's really good and it sounds great. It wasn't quite like that with me. I had to practice a lot to play my first song, and it was a very simple song that I had chosen and that my teacher transformed into something very, simple. And anyway, my teacher used to come to my house and teach me to play the guitar, and I remember thinking that it was an extremely difficult thing to do. And I would sit in my room. This is before I was married. This is before I had children. This is when I had a lot of free time. And I would sit in my room and pick up my guitar every single day and play the guitar. So every single day I had this little ritual where I would sit with my guitar and play. And I don't know if you have ever played the guitar. I don't know about that, but when you start playing the guitar, your fingertips, so these are your fingers, okay? In English, it's totally weird. We've got fingers and a thumb, okay? So your fingertips, so the tip is like this part of the finger, right? Not that bit, this bit here. My fingertips got very sore. Sore is like, ouch. It hurts. Very sore fingertips. Very, very sore. But I really wanted to play and I really wanted to learn, and I was spending a lot of money with my lessons. They were expensive and I didn't have a lot of money. it was a very big choice that I had made because I really wanted to learn. And so I would sit in my room and play the guitar, and my fingertips would be really, really sore. And very slowly, things started to get better. I started to be able to play a little bit more and a little bit better, but I never played very, very well because I'm just not very gifted. But I could play, I could play a decent with friends. I could sit down and show off, and play and sing, and that was okay. So for what I wanted, it was fine. And then I played almost every day for about 2 years, almost every day, really. And it was so great because the more I played, the more my fingertips were not sore. So the more I played, the more they became, the more they toughened up. So when something toughens up, it becomes stronger, So they became quite, hard. The tips of my fingers became quite hard, and it wouldn't hurt anymore. I could play 5 songs and not have any pain. I was so surprised because it was so painful at the beginning. Anyway, life happened. I met my husband. I had other things in mind. I was working so much more. To cut a long story short, it's a great way to say, this is a long story and I want to make it short for you, okay? So we don't say to resume, Brazilian people. We say to cut a long story short. I stopped playing the guitar. I completely stopped playing the guitar, okay? And then I went to London. Almost a year and a half ago, I went to London, and my guitar was there at my parents' house. And it's such a beautiful guitar. It's a black guitar, and it was so expensive at the time, especially because I didn't have enough money. So it was a big investment, that guitar. And I looked at it and I remembered how nice it was to play my guitar and how long it took me to learn and how much money I had invested to learn to play the guitar. I decided to bring my guitar home to Brazil. And I did. I brought my guitar home to Brazil a year and a half ago. And as I sat down and tried to play a song, I realized that I couldn't remember anything. I knew nothing, pretty much, because I'm not gifted, as I said. Learning the guitar was a big effort for me. And when I sat down to play, I couldn't remember anything. I couldn't remember how to play. And obviously, I had my folder with all the things that I had learned, all the songs that I could play at the time. And I looked at my folder and I tried to get back into playing, and it just wasn't happening. And then obviously, after 2 minutes of practicing, my fingertips were very sore. And as this happened, I realized I was never going to play again because it just wasn't a priority in my life anymore. It was something that I liked, but I was not going to make time for this. And I was not going to go through the horrible process of toughening up my fingertips again and learning all the things that I had learned again. And then I started to think about this. And this week, especially, I was looking at my guitar and always feeling a little bit sad about this, because obviously, when you spend so much time, energy, and money on something and you lose it because it was your call. I lost it because I stopped playing. It's as simple as that. It was my call. I stopped playing. When you say it's your call, it's your decision. I stopped playing. It was my call. So, I lost it. And then I was thinking about you guys with English And how many times people have this plan and this idea to really learn, to really improve their English, and they start and they get back into it, and it's so hard at the beginning. It's so hard, and it takes such a long time to get your fingertips ready to really go for it, and then you stop and you think you're going to remember everything. If you stop learning, if you stop improving your English now, and you go back to it a year later, trust me, you're not going to remember a lot of it. So all the work, all the time, all the money, all the energy that you put in will be wasted if you stop. And you might not know this, but we use the same part of our brain for language learning and for music learning. Did you know that? We use exactly the same part of our brain, the same, which proves to you that what I'm saying makes complete sense. You know, you have got to be in contact with this thing for it to work, for it to really be a part of your life. So every time that you feel and think about stopping, I don't have time now, I'm just going to stop for a couple of months. Now get back into it. Be careful with that. Be careful with that. Remember, your fingertips are ready to go now. You've practiced so much that you have toughened it up, and it's ready for you to sit down and play 1 hour worth of music if you want. But that's only possible when you do enough practice. And the moment you stop, your fingertips go back to square one. Square one is a way of saying it goes back to the beginning. It goes back to square one. So it's like I didn't go through any of that. When I sit down to play now, my fingertips hurt so much. It's like it never actually got thicker and hard. It was just always, it was never good. I can't even remember what it felt like to be able to sit and play for an hour. I have no idea what it's like, you see? So be careful with those decisions you make. Guys, let me say hello to you guys. So what are you talking about here? Could you repeat the expression, the more? No, I can't repeat because I don't remember what I said. The more you practice, the more you... No, I don't remember what I said, but the structure is the more you do this, the more this happens. So the more you listen to English, the more you understand English. It's actually a very simple structure. The more, the more. The less, the less. It's the same idea. The less you exercise, the less you want to exercise. It's so true, isn't it? I'm not going to exercise today. And then tomorrow you're like, no way. The less you do it, the less you want to do it. Yes, you need to practice forever. And see, as Gabby is saying here, she also started playing the guitar and then she stopped and it was all gone. It's sad, isn't it? It's like it never happened. It's just like it never, ever happened. Good evening. Thank you. I'm glad you like my classes. Can you teach the difference between stay and stand, please? Maybe I'm missing something. Maybe you're referring to a specific sentence or an example that I don't understand. But stay and stand are completely different as far as I know. Did I say a sentence using these two? Because they're completely different things. Explain to me a little bit more so I can help you. I feel it when I'm singing, when I don't practice. Yes, everything sounds horrible. It's the same with singing. It's the same with everything that you do, especially things that really require practice. It's really shocking, isn't it? Guys, do you have any questions? Can I help you with anything else? I wanted to come here tonight and do a quick live. I'm overworking myself at the moment because I've got final touches, preparing the final touches for my course coming up soon. There's a lot of work to do. But I still wanted to come and chat to you a little bit tonight to make sure that you get your listening in, because I know it's a great way for you to practice, and also to give you this little story to think about for when you get tired of learning. Okay, learning is a constant thing. The moment you stop, you go back to square one. Okay, spoiler about your course, please. My course is coming up on the 9th of March. Very soon. It's just over a week now. Can you believe it? Oh my goodness. What can I say? My course is coming with one specific goal, which is to help you transform your English. And why do I say this word transform? Because my course is not a course for beginners. It's a course for people like you, people that watch my videos and understand what I'm saying, or most of what I'm saying, people that have been studying for years but feel they can't move on. They just stuck in that horrible intermediate level. So it's not a course for beginners. So the course is here, we'll be here to transform your English and to make sure your English becomes as natural as possible. It's going to be really special, really beautiful, and an incredible journey that we're going to take together. And I hope that it's really going to bring you the results that you guys want. Okay, I've worked really hard to come up with something truly original and truly special. And I hope that it will be, that you're going to love it as much as I love it. Okay, that's a little spoiler for you. So let's see. Faz vídeo de pronúncia de números ordinais. Please, this is so hard for speak. It's so hard to say. This is so hard to say. I know. It's like an F, isn't it? But think about it like this. First, second, third. Now it softens. Third. It's a D. Third. From now on, it's a little bit like an F. Fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, and so on, okay? So most of the time, and the first, second, third, they go on forever. So it's 21st, 22nd, 23rd, the number 30, 30th, 30th. So it's actually a very long word, 30th, 30th, okay? Thinking about it like this, I think it's easier. People have a lot of problem with first, second, third, and also 30th is always a problem, 30th. So it's 30th, 31st, 32nd, 33rd, and it goes on like this. Okay. Do you really believe that schwa sound is really important? What does that mean? Schwa sound. I don't know what it means. Maybe it's not that important. I don't understand the term, I'm sorry. Ricardo, send me a message about this, please, when we're done, so that I can answer your question. I don't know what it means, I'm sorry. You look a bit sad, I may be wrong. No, I'm not sad. I'm tired. As I said, I've been overworking myself to get things done for you guys next week. I'm tired, but I'm not sad. I'm really happy and really excited for what's coming up. Started listening to LBC. Yay! LBC is amazing. If you're not listening to LBC, LBC is London biggest conversation. It's a radio station from London. It's just talking. no music, and it's fantastic. Listen to it. You can listen to it online for free, so it's good. All right, lovely people, thank you for joining me tonight. It has been wonderful to spend my evening with you. We're gonna be together next week again. Next week's live is gonna be awesome. I'm preparing something really, really special. And yes, hold on, let me just reply to Louise. I really need to improve my English to an advanced level. I don't think I'm getting better. I need to write some reports in English, hence I need an advanced English. Do you have any tips for me? Yes, totally. The best thing you can do, especially because you're talking about writing here, is find content. This could be articles, books, posts, anything that has some sort of connection to the kind of reports you need to write. Sit down, open up your computer, pen, paper, copy. Copy one a day with pen and paper. And then come and send me a message a month later and tell me if your written English is better. I am 100% sure it will be. The best way to improve your writing is by copying first, and then you're going to work on the actual writing. But first you learn to copy really well so that you can learn to mix and match and play up a little bit. Okay? Right, guys, I must go. I need to shower and go to bed and get some sleep, because tomorrow is Saturday, but I got lots of work to do. I'll see you next week. Thanks for joining me. Goodbye.